Hey, Chris Duncan here, Total Freedom TV. Here's my question to you today. Are you ready to fly? Are you ready to go big? Are you ready to come out and show this world who you really are? I see myself in a lot of you, and I remember the journey. I remember being in a place where I knew I had a big gift. I had a lot that I wanted to share, and I was kind of playing small. I was hiding, and I wasn't telling my truth. I was worried what people think. And so this video, I'm going to share with you how I've started to come out, be myself, step up and out into the world with the best-selling books and international speaking and following on Facebook and Instagram and Periscope and making amazing things. And look, I do think it's amazing because from where I've come from to where I am now has been a great journey, but I actually feel like I'm just in the starting blocks. And so here's the message. If you're out there and you're in this place where you know you've got more to give, and you've got big visions, big dreams, but it's not happening, I would like you to stop looking outside and start looking in. Even if you've done, like me, 3, 4, 5 years of constant personal development, course after course after course, you got to understand this, is it's inside. And here's what changed for me. What changed for me was the shift into total self-love and total acceptance. And this might sound crazy, but for me, I was so worried about going big. I was so worried about letting people down. See, if anyone ever complained about a course, I would refund them quickly. Or I would go, I'm so sorry. I would try to fix everything. I was so worried about disappointing people or things not going great. And so the scary thing was the bigger that my brands went, there were more people that would be successful and do amazing things. But of course, as your business grows, there are still more people that aren't going to enjoy what you've done, and they're going to try to blame you or pin it on you or do other things or say that it's you or tear you down. There'll be more people that see you, and I want you to be seen. I want you to go big. And I'm talking to myself a little bit here as well, because I'm in this process of coming out and going even bigger with my brand. And for a long time I thought that I was doing big things. I thought I was doing well, but I wasn't, compared to what I could do. Maybe compared to others. Oh, wow, he's making a couple $1 million. Oh, wow, he's got freedom. Or, oh, wow, he's got a best-selling book. For others, it looked good. But if you're listening to this and you're hearing me, you know that you're like me and you're ready to move. You're ready to shift. You're ready to shake. You're ready to go. And that's what I want to share with you today, is how to actually do that. And it was a bit of reverse thinking. I was so used to putting this internal fire behind myself, telling myself I wasn't good enough so that I would be bigger, so I would get self-acceptance, so I'd get acceptance from others, I'd get love from others. And so the problem is going big for reasons of other people seeing you and other people going, wow, look how great you are, which is honestly where I was at. I was like, I want to go bigger, I want to get more money, I want to do this because more people will love me and like me and it'll be great. The challenge was this, is that the paradox is actually that the bigger you go, there are more people that love you and say that you're doing great things, but then there's also more that don't. And so I was stuck, I was in conflict. And I had this great coach, and I worked with him, and he basically said to me, Chris, well, you're looking at it the wrong way. You need to come right back to your core and your center. You need to love yourself, even if you're a failure. And when you can do that, it doesn't matter how big you go or how small you go or where you take your business, because the self-love that you give yourself is always there. So here's the steps to create total self-love so you can go big. If you want your business to go big, you have to have it. So step 1 is to accept yourself, no conditions. Accept your red hair, accept your big nose, your big lips, accept your pot belly, accept your freckles, your pimples, your too tall, your too shortness, your whatever it is. We all have it. Accept yourself 100%. Because when you 100% can accept you as you, without the need to change your shift and exactly just love where you're at, the need or the worry about what people are going to think when you go big isn't there because you already accept it, okay? Step 2 is cultivate a life of accepting others for exactly where they're at. A lot of us that become, quote, successful or in personal development and moving forward, a lot of times we judge others that aren't moving. We see somebody who's overweight and we look down on them. And I want you to understand that you must come from total acceptance, because what you see in others, you see in you. So accepting yourself first in total love. Step 2 is accepting them. Step 3 is whether you get what you want or you don't, feel the same. Whether you get what you want or you don't, feel the same. Please stop tying the way you feel about you to money or results or life or achievements, because when you do that, you're going to set yourself up for stress if those things go wrong. And going big, I need to let you know that sometimes things don't go the way you've got it planned. So these big people that we look up to, these people making big moves that I want to emulate, is they have to get a lot of flack. They have to get a lot of people who say they're not good and a lot of people who say that they're great. That is just part of the game. It's just a percentages game. If you're like me and you want to go big, then you're going to have to accept both things. You're going to have to accept that there's going to be a bunch of people that love you and a bunch of people that might also try to tear you down, who don't think that your ideas are sound. And that's just the game. So if you're listening to this, it's actually not an outward game. It's an inward game to go big. It's been massive. In fact, I want to take some people through this at some point. Once I get myself through and I get myself to the next best-selling book, maybe I'm on the New York Times best-selling book list by the time that you watch this. But this is part of my journey right now. My journey is going, right, I've got #1 best-selling book on Amazon, like 6 or 7 countries. Right, I've got a podcast in the top 10 in America and US and New Zealand. Yeah, right, I've spoken nearly 10 countries the last 12 months. Yeah, that's right. You know, we've created multiple millions. We've created this team in the Philippines. I've done some great things. It's just the beginning for me. It's just the beginning of me coming out and sharing a bigger message. So I love you so much, and I want you to have freedom. So this was for the people that know they've got to go big. Totally big. It starts with self-acceptance with yourself, love for everybody else, cultivating that, and moving yourself through it very effortlessly. Love you so much. Free your mind, free your time, free your life. Do what matters most. Smash it.